You're listening to the Daily Nugget, dnugget.com for September 20th, 2024. Is this the beginning of meteorological fall? I think we're close. Maybe the 21st is the first day.
20-something, yeah, 21st.
I feel like you know because have you, Jen, have you busted out the tall brown boots and the...
No, but I got the cardigans out. I'm very happy. Yeah.
How many pumpkin spices have you consumed?
You know, this is a topic for another day.
Okay.
Actually.
Oh, all right.
Because I have recently discovered something about myself that's very sad. That I thought I loved fall, but I don't think I do.
Oh, Jen doesn't like fall. Okay.
Yeah,
Jen
we'll talk about it another time. Right. But I do, but I don't.
All right, next Friday.
Doesn't like fall. All right.
Jen doesn't like fall.
All right.
It's very disappointing for me.
I'd say so. You were born for fall. Were you born in fall?
I mean... I think Jesus had a few more plans for me, but I appreciate
that. This is Friday Free for All. That's Jen. Janelle, we're going to need your expertise on this one.
Hello. Okay.
You've gone on more flights than I think all of us combined, especially internationally.
All right.
Sam is here too. Awesome producer.
I've been on a flight before, yes.
Gen Z, they're doing something kind of interesting on flights right now. It's a TikTok trend.
Oh boy. I'm out.
It's called raw dogging. And
we can't keep having inappropriate.
That's not inappropriate.
Episodes.
Okay, we got to call it something else. This is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. It's not gross. It's not inappropriate. All this is.
What is it?
No headphones, no movie, no water.
Okay, they're old schooling it.
Yeah, exactly. Except for the water, because you can still drink water at some point. But
no, they drink booze.
The old flights, wasn't it ginger ale all the time?
Yes. So yeah, you can't do it. You just stare at the front of your seat back.
That's kind of terrifying.
I think my favorite thing is that they're acting like they're the only ones to ever do this.
Isn't it funny how everything comes full circle?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to research more by typing in the phrase that is slightly inappropriate. And
why would you do that?
My safe search won't even let me search for it.
Good.
It says, your safe search setting filters out results that might return adult content. I'm just...
It's a terrible term.
Are the tickets cheaper or something? If
No. You buy the same ticket.
Oh.
It just means you forego any of the in-flight perks. No in-flight entertainment.
You
no
look
snacks.
like a robot.
No perks. So no snacks or beverages from the carts. And in the most extreme cases, no drinking water or napping.
You got to drink water.
You're not allowed to nap either?
When it's extreme. So Michael Seeley did this for 4 hours. Just zoning out. He did look out the window and the flight map.
But he captured it on his phone, right?
I'm sure.
So that doesn't count.
So this guy's a therapist, and he specializes with working for men, with men. He believes it was a form of digital detox and meditation. So it's a guy thing, apparently. Are we surprised?
No.
Not with that term. No.
So men do like challenges, he says. And it's more socially acceptable for men to brag about something like this.
Suffering on purpose?
Well,
I think all humans do it. Men and women just do it differently.
So how would a woman do this challenge, Janelle?
They'd take
specifically on an airplane?
Yeah.
Well, I could not do the no water thing, so I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've done a version of like just looking out the window, drinking water, not taking anything from the cart. But like maybe I was listening to a podcast or I was reading a book. Like there was still something going on.
I used to read some real good books on a plane. You get a lot of stuff read.
Books on a plane. Is that like snakes on a plane?
I'm tired of all these books on this
I
plane.
remember there was several trips where I read an entire book over and then ran and read an entire book back.
So here's a lady that does it. It's not just guys.
And she's capturing herself.
Right. Well, that's true. No headphones, no movies, just stare into the abyss for hours and watch the little GPS plane. There she is. She's watching the GPS plane.
Oh, boy.
There it is.
Well, isn't that cheating by using the screen?
It feels like it a little bit because look, she's even kind of. I would allow it if she was just watching it kind of go on its own. But look, she's messing with it. She's like tapping and scrolling. No. Look at that.
What's the term for like showing off that you're doing a good thing?
Humble brag?
Humble brag, yeah.
Kinda, yeah. I don't love it.
This feels like a humble brag.
Yeah.
A bit.
That video got 9,900.
Look at how unplugged I am in my video.
Comments. We should see what the comments say. I want to see what the comments say here.
Don't screen share that.
No, I won't screen share it. Oh, it won't even let me look at the comments on TikTok unless I log in, which I will not.
No, don't do it. China will come after you.
Okay, so the origin of the unfortunately named trend comes from the Apple TV show Hijack, where the character played by Idris Elba is on a plane without his phone or any devices. Although he doesn't have much time to stare off into space as he's busy trying to negotiate with a group of terrorists who have hijacked the plane he's on.
I was going to say either he's busy with a kid or something, or it was set way back in time.
Or he's dealing with terrorism. Okay, well, I think he has an excuse.
Well, what is everyone else's excuse then?
Sometimes
that'll be the next TikTok trend.
I'm trying to think of what I usually do on planes. I will use it. I will use the no internet time to get things done on my computer that I need to do that don't involve internet. I'll pop up on my laptop and I'll do things like delete a bunch of files, right? Or organize folders.
Play Snake.
No, there's no Snake on my computer.
Minesweeper.
Oh, Minesweeper's a good one. You guys ever play Minesweeper? Jen, Janelle?
Long time ago.
Oh, it's good.
Solitaire.
So, again, Janelle, you are the international travel expert. So what do you do on super long flights across the pond?
Well, I couldn't. I used to be able not to sleep, so I had to read a book or something. So,
but now you can sleep.
You can sleep
up
for that.
Sometimes,
because I remember when I was with the flight that I took with you, 17 hours from Atlanta to Johannesburg, like one of the longest flights you can take.
Yeah,
that was long.
And you slept a lot.
Well, I tried. It wasn't comfortable sleep though. I would sleep and I kind of put my head to the side and then my neck would hurt and I'd go to the next side and then I try to like lay on the side of the plane. There's just no comfortable way to sleep if you're in coach.
And if you're on a flight with like by yourself, it kind of sucks because like if you accidentally lean over and fall asleep on the person next to you, it's real awkward.
Yeah.
But I mean, the last flight I took, I sat next to my wife and my daughter, and it was kind of. I fell asleep on the side on the window, and my wife fell asleep on me, and my daughter fell asleep on her, and it was a nice flight.
I even bought, or my wife bought for me, this big old inflatable travel pillow that it's huge, and it's got a place for you to put your face and your arms through so you can lay down on the put it on your knees and lay down on it or rest your head on it. Remember that, Janelle? I think I brought it on the trip, our trip.
I do remember that.
It didn't work.
Oops.
It just
you
made me
normally
look
sleep folded in half.
really dumb. It just made me look really dumb. Everyone's looking at me like, what is going on? Like I took out this thing, I started inflating it. Because it was like a little, it took as long to inflate as it does those little pool rings you get.
So not only were you uncomfortable, you were lightheaded.
Yeah, exactly. And you'd think that would make me pass out at least, but it did not. unfortunately.
On my trip to Ethiopia, all I remember is being seated between two huge dudes, which was an issue enough.
Mm-hmm.
That was enough of an issue. But my mind was like, you're okay. Read your book. You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're in for the night. It'll be fine. And my body was like, get up now. All the time. Get up. Just like I was done sitting. Like, get up right now. So I would just like hang out by the bathroom, just like in that little,
Mm-hmm.
Little
that
nook
was
there.
awful. Yeah.
And still, it's better than any other way you get across the world, right?
Well, flying used to be like fun. Like, if you look at some of the photos of the way flying looked like back in the 60s and 70s, like it was luxurious to fly. And
yeah, everyone is dressed up in suits, and there was like it looked like there was almost a little bar in the middle of the plane that they all hung out with while it was in the air.
And the
Why are we going
food
back to
at
that?
the time was very good for the food at the time. And so, yeah, I mean, now if you're lucky, you get some Biscoff cookies and half a can of ginger ale.
And let me say this, Southwest Airlines, you have the worst snacks. Their bag of it's like if you went into your cupboard and all the random snacks that fell to the bottom because there's holes in it, they just put it all together and put it in a bag for you because it's got like goldfish and it's got some little Cheez-Its in it and some pretzels. And it's so inoffensive, it's offensive.
Why do you sound so disgusted?
I am.
Really upset,
I have to fly Southwest a lot because I have a lot of points with them and they're the cheapest and they let you check 2 bags, but I'm not happy about it, okay?
You don't have to. You choose to.
I mean, at this point, isn't it a work expense? So why are you spending?
No, family trip stuff. No, family trip stuff.
Oh, never mind.
Well, it's no better. So when I fly to places to go to do fundraising things, because that's what I do on the side, it's never to big cities. So what I have to do is
you gotta take the little plane.
Take the little tiny plane, and it's always on like American usually. And American is it's all right, but it's like it's little tiny plane, and you're stuck in.
Those are extra bumpy. Yeah,
extra bumpy, and their snacks are just slightly better than Southwest's. But all that to say,
those are the planes that if there's too many people on one side, they will ask you to get up and move to another seat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what weight you are. That will ruin your day.
Oh, that reminds me. One of my this wasn't the flight I took, but my mom took a flight like that. And they were trying to get people to move seats and they wouldn't. And finally the flight attendant had to say, all right, if you guys don't change seats, and like made the sign like the plane was going to crash.
No.
Oh, wow.
And they got up and changed seats. That did it.
Hey, whatever it takes.
That did it.
I went on a solo trip once to Canada and a lady came over and she was super friendly. There's all these open seats. She came and sat herself next to me and just started chatting me up. And the flight attendant was like mad. Like, ma'am, you have to, like basically saying, we're going to crash. You have to move. It was very jarring.
Ma'am, I'm not making a comment on your weight, but if you move to the other side of the plane, we'll even out.
So was the lady Canadian? And that's why she was just so friendly?
I think she was just a jovial passenger. I don't know where she was from. He thought she knew me, maybe. I don't know. She was just a lot.
You have that look about you, Jen.
Yeah, I'm working on that. How can I be less nice, less approachable? You know?
We all have that certain person we attract, right? Like,
which is jarring for me as well. But go ahead.
I mean, I attract a certain kind of person, and so does Andy. My wife attracts a certain type of person, and they're never like that type of person that you attract is never like a helpful kind of person. You know what I mean?
They're never helpful. No, we should talk about this sometime.
The attract. Oh yeah.
Like
the self-reflection of what you're attracting.
I have one friend, and for some reason, it doesn't matter where she goes, she attracts handicapped people, specifically handicapped people in wheelchairs.
That's very specific.
It's super specific.
She has really big biceps, so they know that she can push them.
What?
And I can't go into too much detail, but
You brought it up.
You
I'm going to
started
go
all
into
this.
more detail. But every time we're with her and we go to like a large scale event, at some point she will be stuck talking to somebody in a wheelchair. And she will be stuck there because she's too nice and too polite to say, I need to leave.
Yeah.
And we all have those people in our lives who just kind of interrupt our lives, whether we know them or not.
Yeah, I get that.
What about you, Janelle? What kind of people do you attract?
I don't attract people.
You're a human repellent. That's
Yes.
not true.
Well, because I always have to sit in the middle seat, and that's
Well, it's because you're skinny.
it's because my husband has to sit on the aisle seat all the time, and I can't sit a seat away, so I'm always doomed to the middle seat.
How does
Although
he
we
always
know
sit in the aisle?
the middle seat person gets the armrest. We know that. We need to work on that shirt.
We've discussed that.
Yeah.
Is that the lift the flap shirt?
Yes.
Yeah, hey boys. Yeah, same shirt.
That's the Nugget. NuggetHateMail@gmail.com. Tell us about your best, worst flying experience.
I got a couple.